Hey, this is Allison, longtime Survivor fan.
And this is Nina, brand new Survivor fan.
And we are the hosts of Chaotic Good. And today I'll be profiling Miss Chrissy Hofbeck.
Awesome. It does not ring a bell. So some of these profiles, while I don't know them super well, I feel like, there's been some names here or there where I'm like, oh, I've heard that name. I've heard, oh, I've seen Suri and like there have been some things. This one it's one of those where I'm like, I have zero clue who this person is.
So Nina, co-host of Chaotic Good, is a new era Survivor fan. And I am a longtime Survivor fan, as I already told you. But we are profiling all of the characters, all the cast of Survivor 50 as we prepare to recap Survivor 50. So it's been really fun telling Nina the story, the lore, the reason why they were brought onto the season. So what I can say about Chrissy is that she is a mom, but she's not here to mother.
Okay.
Don't get it twisted.
Oh, all right. I won't.
So the amazing thing about her is she applied for 16 years. 16 years before she got cast.
That scares me. Okay. So determined, doesn't give up.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. No, and I feel like when she got cast, she was a 46-year-old mom of three. And I feel like in the past, when they have cast someone who's been applying for years, and they're a mom and they're in their 40s, they kind of fall into this trope, you could say.
Yes.
Where, they're just happy to be the mom of the tribe.
Yeah.
And
I'm just happy to be here.
I'm just happy to be here.
I'm just here to, meet people and make friends.
And I think it's interesting because maybe sometimes that is actually how they are, and they don't end up bringing a lot to the game, but then I sometimes feel like that's how they're edited. And I also feel like sometimes being in a cast of younger people, that's how they're perceived. Because she later, after the season, she goes on to say that she felt like she was the grandma of the tribe, where she was always asking people about their lives and about who they are. But it's like, you don't ask grandma what she's up to. Type of dynamic.
Yeah.
So I also feel like that trope of the like super fan mom that's finally getting to play, and then you see her play and you're like, why was she even on this season? It's like there's probably something more there.
Yeah.
That just wasn't able to be explored because of, the misconceptions people have.
Yes.
But Chrissy Hofbeck is one of those types of people that if there's a conception, if there is a obstacle in her way, knock it aside.
Not gonna decide. I'm not here for that. I don't got time.
I'm on Survivor. I'm on Survivor. Exactly.
I'm so excited.
So that's why I just kind of am like my future. I'm just like Chrissy. Like I aspire.
Okay.
To be like her.
Chrissy.
So anyway, because when I say that she is smart, Ivy League educated, she's an actuary, which is like a financial analyst.
Okay.
Things I don't know about, but is very good at math, has had a very successful career. And when I feel like sometimes when they bring on super smart people into Survivor, they're like nerd smart.
Yeah.
Also, if they're super fans, a lot of times they're also like super fan nerd smart.
Yeah.
But I would say she's the kind of person that's like very sharp thinking, speaks very well, and is the kind of person that things aren't just gonna like she's not gonna miss details and sneakiness. She isn't gonna get past her.
Yeah. Okay.
So she was cast finally.
I'm also thinking like, okay, she's a mom of three. She probably started sending in auditions like probably before any of her kids were born. Probably, right? Am I? Yeah. I don't know the ages. I don't know if you looked at, but I'm just thinking about that. It's like, I don't know. You're like, okay, for 16 years, she was probably like late 20s when she started auditioning.
And what I love about her too is that yes, she's been applying for 16 years, and it sounds kind of like sad when you hear that, but actually like she just was like building an extremely successful career.
Exactly. A life, just
like literally like birthing out like 3 beautiful children with like what her husband later like comes on the show. They look very much in love. Like, she's just building like a beautiful life, and on the side she's like, hey, Survivor,
what's up?
Can I get on?
Gosh,
so,
if anything, it's fun to see someone that right when you grow, right, and many years pass, there are many things about your life and yourself that changes through those years. But then to hear of someone that's like, oh, like was still their dream, still went at it, and it was still this like want in them even after all these years. I don't know. I think there's something like very beautiful. I know it's cheesy, but there's something very beautiful in that it's like, that is still like your North Star.
That's why she's just very aspirational to me. So she was cast on season 35, and the theme of the season was heroes versus hustlers versus healers.
Okay.
a little funky. And so Jeff's thinking here was he wanted to divide tribes by how others see them.
Okay.
So she was cast on the heroes tribe because she's a mom. And mom equals hero here. Other people on the tribe were like a firefighter, a marine, a lifeguard, that kind of thing. And her story of success is that she started this incredible career, then left it to raise her kids, and then returned to a successful career.
Wow.
And so I just feel like she's also this kind of person that like people, you know, would put a stereotype or maybe be like, who do you think you are? And she just doesn't let any of that stick. Exactly. So she's on the starting Livu tribe, but it's just the tribe of heroes. And she initially bonds with a fellow mom named Katrina. And after the first immunity challenge, there's a shot of her like kind of on all fours with her like forearms on the ground, and she's struggling, and she just is like, and they're like, are you okay? And then she like tries to cover her mouth, because then she just starts like like a slow throw up. And Jeff sees it, he's like, yep, that's it, just let it out.
Was
let it out.
In her being in that position, was that part of the challenge, or no, it's like they had the challenge, or maybe she was going through it and
it was at the end of the challenge, but it was like, you're so exhausted.
Also,
no, of course. One of her biggest fears going into the season was the challenges, to then like have the adrenaline of running one.
That would be my biggest fear.
I know. I just like this. Sorry if you guys are like, Allison, stop talking about vomit. That's gross.
Trigger. I don't know. Skip however many seconds.
But it was just like the slow, just like
the kind that you could truly feel it like going through your system, and it doesn't like go. At no point are you like, nope, stop, and it just keeps going.
Like, really, I don't need to.
No, please, no, I'm okay. I'm not in danger. It's like the challenge is over. I'm not in danger, but it's like your body doesn't know that.
Yeah, it's like, no, we got to expel the demon inside.
Oh, that's right.
So before her first tribal council, she, because they do lose that immunity challenge, and she opens up her bag, and there is an idol in her bag, because it has been gifted to her by someone on another tribe. She doesn't know who it is.
Oh, okay. But I feel like you've told me about this.
There's been things like that. Like maybe
like
someone finds an advantage, but then the advantage isn't really for them. It's an advantage they can give to someone else. That happens.
Okay.
And it was a super idol, which means it could be used after the votes are read, but it's only good for the first tribal council.
Okay.
So she's definitely going to be surviving the first tribal council.
I love, exactly. No, I do. I like that. Okay.
So she goes to tribal council. She does not play the idol because everyone unanimously votes out Katrina, the other mom.
Oh, the other mom.
But not Christina, Chrissy. Sorry.
Chrissy.
And she plans to use that super idol as a fake idol going forward, because it's all decorated. She's got a note. She's like, oh, I'm gonna flash this around later. I'll keep this in my back pocket.
Oh, that's smart. Okay.
So she aligns with this guy named Ben.
Okay.
And just bookmark that name.
Got it.
He'll come back. He's
in there.
He's a Marine.
Okay.
And then that tribe proceeds to win the next 2 challenges, so she's okay. And then there's a tribe switch. And she goes on to the Soko tribe, and it's her and this guy JP from her original tribe.
Mm-hmm.
And when she gets on to the Soko tribe, this guy Ryan is like, "Hey, did you like what I left in your bag? Did you like that?" And she's like, "Oh my God, it's you."
Okay.
So she now knows who
did
her
that?
the super idol.
Does he ever explain why?
I'm just
curious. I don't know.
Well, no, it's interesting. He says that when they were all coming in on the different boats, he looked over at the boat and he was like, "I like her. Like, good vibes." And she was really touched by that someone saw
sweet.
her and was like, and she's like, "I wonder what he saw in me." And then she's like, "His mom? Does he just like want to play with his mom this game?" And she just, as like a little pretense, does end up going all the way with him during the game.
Whoa.
But he is not a alliance type goal that she has her Survivor 50.
Okay.
So like younger guy, "Oh, I'm mom, you're son" dynamic. She's like,
no.
After this, she's like
that was very sweet, but
she's like,
next.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Sweet for now.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Well, it's also smart for her because she also understands the whole, like, if we want to talk about like resume building on Survivor, like exactly, she doesn't want that image to be stuck on her, I can imagine. Yeah.
So this swapped tribe that she's into, they lose immunity, and there's this other woman on the tribe who she calls her a smarty pants. Chrissy does. Not to her face.
Okay.
But she's like, she's like, "I'm actually extremely smart. And you think you're the smartest person ever, but like like I'm crazy smart, but we're not gonna get into that."
Exactly. And I'm gonna keep that close to the chest.
Yeah. So she talks to her on the beach, and she's like, "Wow, I just think you're like the smartest one here, and I just would really love to be able to talk strategy with you because like you're so good at this." Like she's totally sucking up to her. But this woman, her name's Rourke.
Okay.
Anyway, interesting name. Doesn't buy it. Like she doesn't like go, "Oh, well, I would love to." No, Rourke kind of gives her the cold shoulder. Okay. So Chrissy's like, "Well, I tried."
Right then and there. Does she do that? Like, right?
No, not in front of Rourke. But she was like,
personally, okay.
Well, I thought maybe like my next thing was like I was gonna work with Rourke, and like that was gonna be me sucking up to her, but that didn't work. So now I'm gonna target Rourke. So she goes to JP, the guy that was on the original Heroes tribe, and she's like, you know, Rourke is thinking about doing an all-girls alliance, and the shot of him going, literally. Like 1 millisecond. "Oh, well, she's got to go." Because she knows like what to say to these men.
Yeah, exactly.
You just utter the words "all girls."
As alliance. A mother, I'm sure she understands like the deep seated fear of boys. Yeah, and she knows how to target it. Oh, that's so smart.
So at the tribal council, Rourke is like acting, above Chrissy, and she's like, "Yeah, well, maybe in the future you should talk strategy with me earlier than like the day of tribal council, because it didn't really come off as genuine when you just decided to start talking to me like the day when we were actually gonna like be voting someone out."
This is Rourke to Chrissy
at
tribal council.
And Chrissy's like, "It's a two-way street.
Yeah,
you didn't come talk to me." That's what I'm saying with these like 20-something-year-old players.
Yeah.
They're like,
they really do think they've got it like all figured out. Yeah.
And then in the voting booth, of course, she writes down Rourke, and she's like, "I'm outsmarting Miss Smarty Pants," and Rourke ends up going home that night.
Wow.
So then Soko loses immunity again, and her, JP, and Ryan then vote out the other female ally. So then she enters Merge, and she is joined up again with Ben, the Marine guy, and she essentially forms this like majority alliance, which is good because the non-majority alliance targets her first.
Wow.
At the first like Merge vote, because of her intelligence, because Jeff at like at a challenge asked some kind of math question.
And she was like,
just like,
and it's
yeah, and like 936, and they're all like, hmm? And they're like, oh no, she's smart, she's got to go. But she was luckily in the majority alliance, so they got someone else out instead. And then later at a reward challenge, Chrissy's like eating this like, oh, your favorite spaghetti dinner.
Oh my.
That's Nina's favorite.
As a reward. Oh my gosh.
Bolognese.
Ooh.
And she's like looking for a clue to a clue advantage, something like that. Yeah. And so she finds under her plate this message that says there is an idol buried underneath the tribe flag at camp. So she goes back to camp, and her and Ryan are like digging for the idol. This guy Cole clocks it, races out to the beach, races out to the flag, literally shoves Chrissy aside, like tussles with her in the sand, tosses her aside, and then he starts digging. And I'm like, boy. And also, like, she's in a bikini too. It's like,
don't touch me. No,
like,
no,
don't touch Chrissy. Don't do it.
This is like another reason I could never do Survivor. The like,
if I saw someone touch you like that, I would go
be dead.
I'd be like, think, and we're done here.
Yeah, I think we would have people in our corner being like, and that person's dead now, like never to be seen again. Cameras off. We're never gonna see this person again. But just like the ferocity that this game that you sometimes like have to use and that it brings out of you. Sometimes I'm like, I understand it, but it's also like, I don't know.
It's like Savannah diving for the keys.
Exactly. Which part of me is like, oh, that gives me the it. Like, I'm like, oh my god, that's such a like icky feeling. But another part of me is like, yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
That one, I'm like, it's diving for keys. I think when he laid hands on Chrissy, I was like,
that's true. That is true. Savannah did not touch MC. This is true, and they didn't fight it out.
No,
that is
they
true.
didn't. No, they
also,
didn't.
Yeah.
But luckily Cole does not get the idol because Ryan was able to get the idol.
Thank goodness.
So
okay. Oh,
we're good. We're good. So the next two votes go with that majority alliance that she's in. Mm-hmm. But Ben, the Marine, friction is starting to brew
with Chrissy.
With Ben and like with the alliance and with Chrissy because he's like being very like adamant on like no,
it needs to be this person.
It needs to be this person.
Yeah, one of those guys. Ugh. Okay.
And she's like, I've been voting with Ben since day one, but apparently I can't ask questions about logic because she's like raising points and they're just getting disregarded. So at the next tribal council, she believes she's still in that majority alliance, but then is blindsided when JP, the girls gotta go. Not a girls alliance.
No women.
He's taken out of the game. And when she returns to camp, she's like really like bummed out about it. She's annoyed. And she's the kind of person that's like, I love about her too, is that she just is a very outspoken person. So she's like, like, how long was this brewing? And they're like not giving her answers. And she's like, oh, am I not allowed to ask?
Love.
You're always allowed to ask in my book, Chrissy. Always. What Chrissy doesn't know, though, is that Ben had been playing double agent and was part of the blind side. But at this point, she still thinks, she's on the bottom with Ben.
With Ben, and she's not. She's on the bottom.
So the next day, she's feeling weepy. She feels like her neck is on the line. But she wins immunity challenge.
Yes! Oh my gosh, here we go.
And it's like one of those like word spelling things.
Yes.
The word is invulnerable.
Ooh, let's go.
Yeah, which made me feel good.
Oh, that's good. Oh, okay. I don't know if you could tell, viewer, I was truly holding my breath. I was like, no, what's going on? Chrissy, no. Woo, let's go, Chrissy.
So at the next tribal council, thank God, she has immunity.
Phew, okay.
And she thinks that they are targeting Ashley because Ben is still acting like he's in on their plan and everything. But then at tribal council, he reveals his duplicity and joins the Ashley side of the group in
Okay.
voting this guy Joe out.
Okay.
So Chrissy's...
Wow. Okay.
Because
Got his
before
number.
she was blindsided, but she had friends on the bottom with her. But then when she
Yeah.
realized, like,
That's
the guy she was, like, aligned with since day one has now been,
turned on
like
her.
he voted... He turned on her the full, like, tribal council before, and then spent the whole day acting like he was still with her.
Mm-hmm.
So they get back to camp, and she's like, I had your back since day one, and this is what you did to me. What you did today showed your true colors. And then Ben says, you know, anybody who goes against you is suddenly the bad guy. Yeah, that's how it works, buddy.
What? Yeah. Yeah, you're the bad guy in my story. Yes.
You go against me.
We're enemies. Yes.
We're not cool.
Oh my god, I can't with these people. Oh my god.
Says,
it's like, yeah, can't. Oh, well, you can't deal with the consequences, Ben. Then maybe don't like double turn on me. What the heck? Anyway,
she says, "You're such a jerk, Ben." His response, "Stop mothering me." Her response, "I'm not mothering you. I don't call my kids a jerk." Like, boy, this is real life.
Exactly.
This isn't mommy's upset with you.
Yeah. Oh, mommy's putting you into timeout. It's like, no, when you mess with someone, when you go against someone as an adult, that person's going to get upset and they're going to retaliate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then in a confessional, she just feels really hurt because at this point, he doesn't even feel like a friend.
Wow. Yeah.
So the next day, thankfully, is the Loved Ones Challenge, and her husband Keith. They've been married like 20 years at this point. And they come, and it's really sweet. And she, of course, wins the challenge with her husband.
Yes.
And she is able to bring people on the reward challenge, and that's a big one because it allows people to like spend time with their family members and stuff. And she made sure not to invite Ben.
That's right.
She's like,
"That's right."
She's like, "That's really too bad for Ben."
It's really
too bad. And so during that reward challenge, she's trying to work that majority alliance to be like, hey, Ashley, your alliance is full of powerhouses.
Mm-hmm.
And
exactly. Do you want to...
Their threats...
When you get to the end, if you get to the end with them, exactly. Is it going to be... Yeah. Is it going to be in your best favor?
So she gets back to camp after this reward challenge, and Ben is there. And he's like, oh, so like what did y'all do at the reward? Like, what did you chat about? And she's like, why would I tell you anything about our conversations considering what's happened at the last 2 tribal councils? Like, don't even... I
love this.
Don't even ask me a question. And then she like does that like with people to
with
witness,
people around. Yeah.
And all
people
like,
hear that.
Bird.
I love this. Ooh.
And then he's like, can we like talk like just the 2 of us? And so they talk just the 2 of them. He's like, hey, I'm sorry. It felt like I guess.
Yeah.
Sorry, mostly because like now you're making it a problem.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I still want to work with you. And he tells her about this girl, Lauren, who has an idol and an extra vote. Mm-hmm. So now she learns that Lauren has these 2 advantages.
Okay.
And it's tough because she like going through, this is like the tough thing about Survivor is that we love to like attach ourselves to like one narrative. Mm-hmm. But when you're playing, you're like constantly weighing the pros and cons. Like, yeah, I want to get this Ben guy out. He's like been working against me. He blindsided me and stuff. Mm-hmm. But now there's this Lauren that has these advantages.
Yeah.
Or there's this Ashley who's like has really great social bonds with everybody. Mm-hmm. So in the next tribal council, she is going after Lauren instead of Ben. Mm-hmm. And she literally at tribal council asked Lauren, she's like, hey, so I know about your advantages now. What if you forfeited your advantages to Jeff so that you'd have a clean slate? I love the audacity.
The audacity.
And she is unsure about voting for Ben, but her like still remaining main alliance does want to go for him. So they do all end up voting. They all end up voting for Ben. Mm-hmm. But Ben has an idol.
Oh!
And he plays it, and he is the sole vote against Lauren, and Lauren goes out.
Wow.
Dang it. So she then goes on to win an award challenge, and she like makes a final 3 deal with these two other guys, Devin and Ryan, who I've already told you about. She then goes on to win another immunity challenge. Like, she was so afraid of the challenges.
And now she's killing it. She's a challenge beast.
Killing it. And so again, she's like, Ben is a target, but then Ashley is building all these really great relationships. So she goes into like tribal council thinking she's going to be going after Ashley. Mm-hmm. But then guess who has another idol?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow. This season feels like it has a lot of idols.
Well, also it's like one of those seasons where in future new era seasons, when you see people literally not allowing people to search for idols, like they literally like follow them like a dog, and it's very uncomfortable and it feels really intense. It's because of seasons like this, where this guy you want to get out keeps
and I got this and I got this,
and that's why people act crazy about not letting people search for idols. Because I think one thing that she looks back on this season is like, I should not have let him, like, I really should not have let him
be
search
alone
for idols.
ever.
Exactly. So he plays his idol, and it forces and essentially he like reveals it before, and it forces the 5 of them to turn on Ashley, and she's unanimously voted out. But the good thing is that Chrissy wins immunity the following day again.
Okay.
So essentially there's 2 parallels happening. It's like Chrissy's winning all the immunities at this point. And Ben is finding idols and playing them at tribal council.
Like immediately. Yeah. So
if
there's just
you
like
think
a
about
constant...
it from the jury perspective, it's like, which one are they going to value more? And I'll have more thoughts on that soon. So then she wins the immunity, and she goes on the reward, isn't able to find an idol clue. And at this point, she's like, okay, time to use that super idol, that decoy idol I have in my back pocket.
Wow,
because what she does is she wants to trick Ben into thinking she has an idol. So he doesn't go looking for one, like thinking it's already been found. So she's just like laying in camp, and he just walks around the corner, and she's just like laying, and she has like the necklace on. She's like wearing it at camp. And he's like, what's that? She goes, oh, this? Oh, just a little something. And she literally like pulls out the note, and she like she like shows him that too. And she like lays the note across her chest, and she's got the necklace. She's like, well, there's that.
Okay, Chrissy.
So then like Ben is like still looking for the idol, but then at this point he like believes Chrissy does have the idol. So anyway, it's going well. And so at tribal council, Chrissy does a whole charade with this like fake idol.
You know what it reminds me of? Riz God.
Yes.
It reminds me of Rizzo a little bit. Yeah.
So she obviously has immunity. Yes. So like, although she has this idol, she doesn't personally need it. So she's like offering to play it for her alliance people. So then they vote, and they do vote for Ben. But guess who has the real idol?
You're Allison. No. Ben has the real idol.
3 consecutive tribal councils.
Okay, I understand.
He pulls out
I understand the fervor now. I do, because this is infuriating.
Yep. So then it results in a 1-1 tie. They have to revote. This other guy goes out, but when she like has the necklace on in camp, and he knew from the beginning. He knew from the beginning that it wasn't real, because he had the idol. Or maybe he thought it was real, but he knew he had an idol.
Yeah. Wow.
So It's day 38 now.
Mhm.
There is one more like final immunity challenge to go, and then it's final 3. Guess who wins again?
Chrissy. Okay. Wow. She is killing it.
She wins 4 immunity challenges. She's tied.
Gosh, I love this.
She's tied with the most immunity challenges won for women.
Okay,
Savannah also joined that group. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love hearing this, especially because I just get so bored with some seasons like with these challenges where it's just the same people winning. Like over and over and over, like, you know, since like the beginning, you know, you're just like, okay, well, this is how it's gonna be. I mean, just that arc of someone that truly
like threw up,
started like sick to their stomach and terrified, and not just that, but terrified. Didn't come and be like, yeah, I worked out, I went to my Planet Fitness, I had a routine going, you know what I mean? Like fully was just like, yeah, I'm gonna try and do this, and then is killing it. Like by the end, oh, good for her. Okay.
So,
but I have a feeling someone else maybe has
something. So she gets this. There's this twist to Final 4, and she gets this like note, and essentially it is what has become the complete norm for New Era. This is what you're used to. So she gets a note where she says that she is going to select one person to go with her to the final 3 and then send the 2 others into a fire making duel. So there is no vote out. It's just sending someone into fire.
Okay.
Which she wasn't that thrilled about, because she was like, I was hoping for another chance to vote out Ben. Because the people she was with would have voted out Ben. But now he has a fire chance.
And now it's just like, to be able that's
for an
now
opportunity to win.
Yeah.
So she puts Devin in, who she thinks has the best chance of beating Ben in fire. Ben.
But I think we know what happens here.
Ben beats Devin in fire.
Wow.
And so we get to Final Tribal Council. So it's Chrissy. Woo! Go Chrissy. Ryan, who she's been aligned with since day 1.
Wow.
Essentially, he was the one that gave her the secret super idol to begin with.
That's right. Wow. And they just like stuck it through.
Okay. And then there's Ben. That she has been she has been unable to kill, and he has been unable to kill. So the Final Tribal Council, she is praised for her challenge wins, but is criticized for her social game.
I mean,
like my feeling about it, people are like welcome to have their own different opinions, but I do feel like her social game, she was like, I was really trying, and I was really trying to get to know people, but
people weren't talking to me.
She felt iced out by these people for sure. And she overall says that she feels like her Survivor experience was a lonely one. And Ryan takes the opportunity at Final Tribal Council to like rake her over the coals. Like he kind of
he's like Ryan?
Yeah, because he's trying to like essentially differentiate himself from her, maybe get a vote. So he like tries to make her look bad. And I
will not stand. I will not stand for Chrissy slander. A woman that I have only ever just now heard about. I will not stand for this.
I feel
that
you.
Sounds brutal.
I feel for you. I also feel like something, just thinking about Survivor in general. So we're thinking about the jury. All they have is tribal council.
Yeah.
So they see Chrissy coming in with the necklace. And all they get to go do is go, oh, cool, she won. But they don't see the challenge. They don't see like what she had to do to win that necklace.
Yeah.
Whereas Ben is making this flashy tribal council every night, throwing out idols and saving himself and stuff. I just feel like if you're going to win based off advantages, or if you're going to win based off of challenge strength, I feel at the end, especially in where we're at with like Survivor these days, I think it's advantages.
Yeah.
I
think so. Yeah.
So she does end up getting 2 votes at the Final Tribal Council, but Ryan gets 0.
Good. Honestly, good.
and Ben gets the rest.
After you told me that, something about that, I'm like, okay, now I actually really hate Ryan. And Ben, I'm just like, well, Ben was just playing. So what can I say? What can I say about Ben?
Sometimes people are feeling insecure going into final tribal council and feel like they need to get a little dirty. And I'm actually going to think on this if it has been successful before, because I'm just thinking of all these examples where it hasn't gone successfully.
Exactly.
So Chrissy played in season 35.
Yes.
And then after season 35, there really has not been returning seasons since then.
Yeah.
So in season 38, Edge of Extinction, there was 4 returning players. The rest of the cast was like normal newbies. And then season 40 was an all winners cast. So she wouldn't have been on that season. So this has really been like the first. She's one of those like mid-30s people where it's like this is like the first chance they've had in 7 years to be able to play again. And I watched her preseason interview and she's like, yeah, so the game is like crack to me.
Okay.
And I've gotten a taste.
And I want more.
Let's go. And she describes the casting process of getting hits of crack. Because she was one of the like first calls.
Oh, wow.
In the casting process. But
fun.
like what they'll do is they'll like give you a call, months will go by.
Yes. It's an
you could get dropped at any
process.
moment.
Yeah.
You can get dropped without like really much explanation. So essentially she's like, you know, got the call, trying to be chill, but she's really like,
hi, what's up?
Where my crack rock?
Where is it?
Each phone
I
call
need
you
my
give
crack.
me is another hit. Okay. So thank God she got cast. So she could give up the crack. I'm really happy to say she's going in crack free into the game. So another big thing that has happened to her in between her original season and this returning season is that she learned that she had the BRCA gene.
Oh, wow. Yes.
That makes you very susceptible to breast cancer, ovarian cancer, and all that. So within weeks of getting that news, she had a full mastectomy and hysterectomy.
Wow.
And after her surgery, she wanted to prove that she still had it and walked the Camino de Santiago with her daughter.
Wow. Okay,
which is
amazing.
Like a 500-mile walk through Spain.
Yes, I've heard. I've had my cousin and my aunt walked it.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah. So that's amazing. Wow, what amazing.
She said that, and I'm like, that's something I would do.
Yeah.
You know, if you just feel like something like, did it take my strength? I'm a proof to myself and my family that it has.
Well, it's like you said, like this is just another example of like, oh, you're gonna stick like being sick or like this disease on me. I don't think so. Or you're gonna mark me or label me as weak. I don't think so. Ooh.
So she's coming into this Survivor 50 season with a lot of peace and a lot of confidence. And she feels like her social game is actually going to go really well.
I think so.
This season, because there are so many middle-aged mommies and daddies out here.
To say yes.
Because there's so many older cast members from old school seasons.
Exactly.
There's people who like since they've played, they've like gone on to get married and have kids, and she's like, yeah.
Yes, these are my people right here.
I can do this.
Yes.
And she also feels like it's an advantage of her being in the 30 season. So that would include Aubrey, Christian, Mike White, Angelina, herself, Rick Devens. They're like in this middle between not being in like the super new era, but not being like super old school. So she feels like
interesting.
She can kind of play both sides.
Yes.
And feels comfortable with both. So overall, she is entering with lots of people on her friends list. She didn't list too many foes. On her tribe, the like foe that she did list was D.
Okay.
Because she's in the camp of the winners gotta go.
Yes.
And that's a camp that's it's a pretty big and growing group as we profile our people who are like, if you've won,
get out of here.
Bye.
Yeah. Oh, nice to see you.
Enjoy your
oh my gosh, big fan. Get out of here.
Yep. She also doesn't know Tiffany. So Tiffany played in season 46. Okay. So the only reason she's like, I don't know about her. She also, in general, I can tell she feels a little trepidatious around players like Joe or Ozzy, because she thinks like those kind of guys aren't gonna like her.
Mm-hmm.
So like the Joe kind of guy. Nina knows Joe. She's seen the Joe season.
Yes, I know.
So she's like, I don't know. Whereas I'm like, I feel like Joe would actually like her.
I feel like Joe might like her too, actually.
Exactly.
Also, especially like they both have such like, you know, they come from backgrounds where they both have had to be such like fighters and survivors. I feel like they would bond over that.
Yeah, I think there's just I feel like there's this sense of maybe by how she felt burned by men in her original season, and maybe with some of like the post season, you know, feedback or you know perception that people had of her. But I'm like, I think these guys are gonna like you. And she's feeling good about other people on her tribe, including Coach, Mike, Jonathan, Charlie, Camilla. I do like what she said about Angelina, which I'll be profiling soon. She sees Angelina as a younger her. And I love that too, because a lot of people are nervous about Angelina coming back because she's an intense person.
Okay.
And it rubs some people the wrong way. Okay. But I feel like since her season, there's been like kind of a change of like the overall view of who Angelina is. But I would say going into this season, a lot of people are like, oh, Angelina, I don't trust her at all. But Chrissy's like, oh yeah, I like her.
Okay.
Like, she don't scare me. You know, and I like that in her, that I feel like Chrissy is someone who can handle someone with edge. And I appreciate that. And other people, you know, that makes them nervous, makes them insecure, a little scared, sees it as a threat or something they can't control.
They don't know how to play. They don't know how to play with someone like that. Like, they don't can't read them. And Chrissy seems like someone who's had like enough life experience, and like maybe it has a life experience and also just has that like thing about her that she can just like understand people. And so exactly, like, she can see someone like that and just like understand and want to work with them, while others it's like, ooh, like, how can I I don't understand it, so I don't like it, sort of thing. I wonder.
So no, you'll learn more about Angelina
exactly soon. I say that I don't know Angelina.
No, and something that like I picked up on too is she said that Rizzo, which she doesn't know who he is at all because they haven't seen that season. That he kind of reminds her of Ryan, the guy that she went all the way to the end with. And she's like, and he's got to go because he reminds me of Ryan, and I don't want to play with. That's not the dynamic I'm wanting. So I think she will likely more align with the fellow moms and dads, older people.
Yes.
And is going to be a little trepidatious about playing with the youngers.
Even though Rizzo is such a like family centered person. I know he's a youngin, and he doesn't have whatever like a family of his own, right? Like, he's not married, has kids, but I feel like his focus on his family this season that he was last season was so strong. I mean, to the point where when he cried so much about like just thinking about his parents that I wonder
she might be able to break. He might be able to break through.
I understand her trepidation though. I would be. From what I know about Riz God, I would also be trepidatious to be around him. Yes.
If you're nervous about a guy making theater out of idols at tribal councils,
then I would. Wow. Oh wow. Yeah, she like read that. She's like, I don't know about that guy.
So no, I'm really excited about Chrissy coming on. She was at the top of a lot of people's lists, and she was that kind of player where we were like, okay, we're ready to see her again.
Like, okay, let's go.
And then we've had to wait a long time.
Wow. Well, I am so excited to see. I'm so excited to see her play, and I'm so excited to see her moves, her strategy, who she aligns with. It's been really fun listening to these profiles, kind of like what we did for traders. And we would do at that point, we would kind of like do our guesses about who we think, like, who would align with who, and blah, blah, blah. So even just like talking like this, I'm like, ooh, I'm interested to see how it all kind of plays out, especially with her. She seems like yeah, she seems like a player where it could really go like any which way.
Oh, I agree.
You know what I mean?
I
Like
agree.
some of these, like what you said, like these stronger characters or like these big characters, it's like, I think I have an idea of what could possibly happen. But with her, exactly, I'm like, I don't know. She could kind of like move through a lot of groups.
I think so too. So that is Chrissy Hofbeck. Thank you so much for listening to the profile. We are profiling, telling the story. There's so many of the other Survivor 50 castaways. So if there's another person on the list that you're like, I could sit down and listen to the story about them again or for the first time. Tune in, subscribe to our channel, and you'll be able to see all of them. Thank you so much for watching.
See ya.
Bye.